you. So I'm Daria Aksionova. I'm NCP for Horizon Europe for different responsible for different clusters and initiatives. In my case, it is Cluster 2, Culture, Creativity and Inclusive Society, New European Bauhaus, Euraccess, and widening as well. But I will do my best today to focus on talent circulation and be very specific about our talent ecosystem. So about a little bit about Latvia. We are between, as I already said, in the middle of Baltic countries and in the Baltic region of Northern Europe, one of the Baltic states, and it borders with Estonia, Lithuania, Russia, and Belarus. And we have a border with Sweden, a maritime border. So Latvia is approximately 1.9 million people, and Riga is the biggest city, the capital of Latvia, that has a population a little bit more than 600 people. Almost all the higher educational institutions are actually situated in Riga. And my everyday work is connecting with different scientific groups, consultations, as well as help for incoming researchers who would like to be a part of European research area, as Latvia is a part of ERA. We have also state financial support for research and development and innovation. Previously, in year 2022, we have 0.75% of the GDP investment in R&D, but we literally try our best to increase this investment up to the minimum point is up to 1.5. We have 64 scientific institutions, and 22 of them are financed from the governmental budget. We have 13, a little bit more, thousand of scientific staff. And some of them, approximately 25%, are working in innovations in companies. So if you have any questions regarding how to come to Latvia, you have different possibilities to address my colleagues from not only from different departments, but also from different ministries and support facilities, I would say. So one is EURES. EURES is usually consulting about any kind, not only research-connected employment possibilities in Latvia. For that is responsible our employment agency. But in case they say that any researcher is interested in coming to Latvia, joining some scientific groups, but do not know from the scratch where to start, so they usually contact me, and I'm also contacted the researchers. We had consultations and together with different companies in case they are interested to switch to industry or different departments under any university or any other higher educational institution. We also provide that kind of support. So, but before coming, if you are not a part of European research area, it would be highly advisable to in the first place, to contact the Academic Information Center, as we need your certificates and diplomas approved according to Latvian legislation. Very welcome, very responsive people, and usually answering pretty quickly. And in case you're a scientist who wants to come to Latvia, but not alone, but together with the family, we have our migration legislation that I also put here the links to accordingly, and there is also, in case you need it, some not frequently asked questions, so you can approach them as well, as contacts are there. A little bit about Latvia's smart specialization strategy and why it is important. Everything under research and development and innovation that is funded by state governmental funds, or, for example, we have also a program that is curated by Latvian Council of Science. Fundamental and applied research program should be accordingly to the smart specialization strategy. Otherwise, this is not interesting for the government, because we have also our strategic plans, and it should be in line with that. So we have knowledge in intensive bioeconomy, biomedicine, medical technologies, and biotechnology, advanced ICT, smart materials technology and engineering, smart energy. And this is basically it. But of course, we are supporting also intersectoral different collaborations and interdiscipline, where also social humanities are very welcomed, but together with the STEM field researchers. Main policy priorities for Latvia, as I already a little bit touched upon before, for year 2021-2027, right now, very actual information, 1.5% for research and development of GDP, and of course sufficient public support, emerging private R&D investment. We would like to support at least 8,000 research personnel and full-time equivalent. So it would enable sustainable growth of R&D human capital needed to foster economic transformations and diverse and competitive research system success on the international stage. And here I would like to as we've already talked about this first pillar, but there is a little bit more in Horizon Europe than only ERC and MSCA, a little bit different grants. We have 21% success rate. The numbers are just a little bit different right now, higher. So we are focusing on bringing together very different researchers from different research fields, and we are really open to collaboration. And here are our successes, in different pillars, in different clusters, but usually it is we are focusing on consortium projects, so you can join the consortium as a part of a scientific group from any university. And here, as you can see, top 10 Latvia participants are actually higher educational institutions, as actually very alike to European profile, because higher educational institutions are main focus of Horizon Europe participants and main participants exactly. So it's Riga Technical University that has also a division that is part of CERN initiative, University of Latvia, Latvian Institute of Organic Synthesis, and Institute of Solid State Physics, and of course Institute of Electronics and Computer Science. So anything else that stated here are NGOs or private companies that are also pretty welcoming. In case you are interested, you can just type this in Google, whether they are approachable, and you can contact them as well. We have Euraccess network, very different universities. Almost all of them are here. Almost all of them have contact points and are ready for collaboration to prepare any kind of support information that you will need. In case you plan to come to Latvia, they will definitely introduce you to our ecosystem, to different legislative acts, will help you with the employment contract, documents, and provide any kind of different information that is significant for you. So you can find all this information on euraccess.lv, and very welcome to contact them. Also, if in case you're interested in any kind of collaboration or news about Latvia and especially research, our Ministry of Education is preparing different kind of information for researchers abroad or those who are interested in our research communities. It is researchlatvia.gov.lv. You will have an overview of how looks our country, what are the possibilities here, what are the recent developments in different scientific fields, and scientists who also are responsible for different fields, and also contact information there. So as I mentioned already previously, we have a couple of funding schemes. Both of them are under the Latvian Council of Science, but we are only coordinating, but developing. Initially, the program is our Ministry of Education. So we have one state research program and fundamental and applied research programs. All the calls are available on our webpage, and I also put the links here in case you would like to study a little bit more. And what I will also wanted to share with you, maybe this could be influential in case you are still a doctoral student or just defended your thesis. So we have mandatory to include students in the research team. So it is one full-time equivalent out of the whole budget and out of the whole project time of the project. Usually these projects are aimed for 3 years, but from time to time we have also different projects submitted. So PhD students are are very welcomed, and postdoctoral researchers as well. So this recently we introduced a new doctoral student model, which is pretty fresh, and that's why I want to tell you a lot about that, because this is under implementation still, and every university is responsible for their model development. But at least I would say that remuneration for this program is well prepared, and doctoral students shouldn't be worried about how they will live through the 3 or 4 years before they defend their PhD thesis. And one more program, as we are here focusing on early stage researchers, is Postdoc Latvia, where regarding what Mike colleagues said, it's a little bit different in Latvia. We are thinking, when we are telling postdoc, we are referring to the person who defended their doctoral thesis approximately 10 years ago. It's not 8 like in MSc, but 10 years ago. So in case this is your case, you're very welcomed. All the links also will stay with you, but I would like to tell you a little bit more as the deadline is approaching. In case you're interested, you should contact any higher educational institution to ask them whether you can be a part of or representative of this institution when you apply to the postdoc program. And the deadline is on 7th of October. But it is only the first phase of it. So next year we will have the next stage, and you can definitely aim for that as well. The finance for this The total budget is 39 million euros, which is covered from European Research Development Fund, state budget, and private co-finance. So first selection round, as I already told you, is on the 7th of October, and probably pretty ambitious to aim for that. But I'm sure that the main points where you need to focus and guidelines won't change for the second round. So it is probably important for you to know a little bit more about this program. So only non-economic research applications are funded, are eligible. The total eligible funding that is available for this round is 17 millions. What could be also important, I would like to underline it once again. So you have to be connected with any higher educational institutions that is registered in Latvia. You cannot apply personally, individually, like in Maria Sklodowska-Curie, for example. You have to be a part of organization. Start of implementation is January up to June 2025, so next year. Implementation of the applications must start with within 6 months of receipt of the decision. So be prepared. In case you are funded, it's a pretty quick process. First selection round will be, so deadline is on October 7th at 5 o'clock, and evaluation up to the beginning of January. And as well, at once conclusion of contracts with the applicants who are ready to start. Conditions. So this, if you are preparing your postdoc project, it should be in line with smart specialization strategies that are prepared by Latvian Ministry of Education, and you have to be in line with them. I already told you about them, but in case you need it one more time to go through, if you're eligible, you can check them here. Also, available funding is almost 200,000 euros, and implementation period is 36 months. What it actually means. So postdoc remuneration is 3,860 euros, and annual remuneration costs do not exceed 46,320 euros, including compulsory state social insurance contributions and other social guarantees, and it is for the full-time remuneration. Research unit costs here are 1,000 euro. Administrative unit costs is 255, but usually organizations are well prepared. They know about that. It is not a surprise for them. And of course, mobility and family allowance costs that also are in this project and are a must. Actually, during this project, in previous projects, we had optional possibilities. You can travel, you also can skip, but now it is mandatory for this project. So, and results of research applications, usually your CV, where you state number of scientific publications, number of new products and technologies to be commercialized during this project, private investment completing public support, for example, number of enterprises cooperating with research organizations. This is also regarding collaboration partners agreement, etc. And research organizations participating in joint research programs should be stated. So usually, frequently asked questions. And here are a couple of answers in case you're interested. So mobility, at least 2 months is necessary. It can be also divided into several stages at different destinations. And postdoctoral researcher may work elsewhere in parallel in case you need it, but there are definite limitations, and um, there are some publicity measures that are compulsory. So, for example, publish information on the website at least every 6 months. So it's pretty formal, very nominal, but still necessary to do. And a poster on the implementation of the research application must be in a publicly accessible place. And disseminating the results, you have also reference the project number and the funding organization. As well, I would like to mention that all the job offers regarding this postdoctoral program are published on Latvian Council of Science, on the portal of Latvian Council of Science, and announcements at least you will have there, and also information is published on youraccess.lv. Proposal submission through specific portal postdoc.lzp.gov.lv. So you're very welcome to submit. And one more thing that I wanted to add, we also have various universities that are participating and are part of Maria Skłodowska-Curie postdoctoral fellowships and staff exchanges, in case it refers to you as well. So all the job offers are posted usually also on youraccess.lv, where you can find all the necessary information regarding that. So one more thing that I wanted to tell you, in case you are interested in very specific collaboration with the scientific groups under Horizon Europe calls, any related to that information, finding partners, etc., you're very welcome to contact my colleagues. Here I have the whole team. And yeah, and thank you very much.